What's up, Bulls Nation? Peck here from CHGO Bulls at our headquarters downtown Chicago, about to break down the Bulls' dramatic win over the Knicks at Madison Square Garden. Clutch Coby White free throw. Zach LaVine goes off for 31, and they survive 46 from Towns. Coming up next. What's up, Bulls Nation? Welcome into CHGO Bulls postgame. Coming to you live from our studios here in West Loop, downtown Chicago. I'm Peck, Bulls _ Peck. That's Big Dave. BWL Sports. Will the Go Gottlieb, perfectly coiffed. Will _ Gottlieb. Queen on the controls, one and only Katie Dovey.
Bulls win. Hit it again. Bulls win.
You tell her to
One more
hit it
time.
again.
No, I'm starting here and coming this way like this. Say that, Katie. Drop the bomb on him, Katie. Bulls win.
Oh. That's right. That's right. That's a Bulls W, y'all. 124-123 is the final. Bulls win.
Knicks can suck it.
Over the Knicks. The Knicks can always suck
They
it.
can suck it.
We can all agree on that.
Man, that's what it is.
Wow. Bulls led by as many as 21 points earlier in this game.
Yeah.
I think even early in the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
The Knicks finished the third quarter on a 17-0 run to trim the Bulls' lead down to 5 entering the final frame.
Yeah.
And then it was like every possession was a lead change. Once the Knicks got it down, and then it was just like bucket. The Bulls hang on.
Yeah.
They benefit from maybe a questionable foul called on who got called for that?
Josh Hart.
Josh Hart on Coby White.
White's three-point attempt on that final inbounds play the Bulls had. Coby, to his credit, steps up, knocks down all 3 free throws to give the Bulls a 1-point lead.
Mm-hmm.
And then, my God, that Brunson rainbow teardropper of a shot,
Man.
that went 7/8 of the way down.
Yeah.
And then, whoop, spins out.
Oh.
What? That game had it all, you guys.
It had everything.
It wasn't fun bad. It was fun.
It was fun.
It was just fun.
I just had fun watching that game. I mean, yes, of course, I know what I wanted the Bulls to do, but screw the Knicks, all right? The Bulls beat the Knicks. I am not going to root for the New York Knicks. It's just not going to happen in my life, man. Y'all had to handle that, do that. The Knicks lost. Ha! Ha! That's how that go. So, yeah, what a crazy game, though, man. Like, the Bulls having that 20-point lead, as you mentioned, going on that run. And the Bulls, honestly, were dominating them that whole first half into that third quarter. Like, Vooch was just looking good. Zach was hitting everything. He didn't miss a shot in the first half. Like, they were the ones carrying the Chicago Bulls, as they basically have been all season, trade them. So, watching them into that fourth quarter, the defense, both teams said, you know what? It was like Tibbs and Billy Donovan met and said, you know what? We don't want to play defense. You want to play defense? No, I don't want to play defense. All right, how about we just roll the ball out there and we just go? Let's see who wins. All right, want to do that? Cool. And that's what happened. Just layup, three, and one. It was just buckets after buckets after buckets. Karl-Anthony Towns, my God, just dominating and doing his thing tonight for the New York Knicks. Jalen Brunson came on in the fourth quarter, as your first and second players are supposed to do.
Yep.
But like we said, the attackery of young Zachary, 31 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists with the 2 steals and 1 blocks. That's called stuff in the stat sheet. Filling it up. Are you watching it, NBA teams? Please. Zach was on point tonight, talking plenty of crap, hitting all the shots, making great passes. I mean, he did make a couple ones that we knew were coming. And the turnovers were on the way.
6 turnovers for Zach tonight.
6 of them things.
And despite those 6 turnovers, still managed to be 18 best plus 21.
Plus 21 out there, man. No, Zach was amazing to watch and do his thing. Shout out to Vooch, as I stated already, who did his thing. Patrick Williams. Oh, so close. 2 points away. He was right there. And that three-pointer, I got out my seat because I thought that would be it, and then he didn't hit anything. But Patrick Williams played really well tonight. That's probably the best game I've seen him have in quite a long time, man. He's getting more comfortable there. Coby White with the 3 free throws. I didn't think that was a foul. Coby White did a split in the air, and they just didn't call it.
That was some Reggie Miller BS right
there.
Yeah,
man. They let that go. But like you said, credit to him. He stepped up. He knocked down all 3 of those shots. Credit to Ayo also. And the way that he played tonight, 16 points off the bench, man. Just a fun game. For me, it was a really fun game to watch.
Yeah, and I think that, as we talked about before, the Knicks being on the second night of a back-to-back, them being a slow, kind of methodical team, not having a lot of depth, it felt like an opportunity where the Bulls could really use their speed and tempo to put pressure on them. And they did. I mean, everybody played well. With the exception of, a couple of missed free throws, it just felt like kind of a perfectly executed offensive game. The Knicks were really not defending at a high level. They're just not the same defensive group that they were last year. But then also credit to the Bulls. Patrick Williams came out firing. He had 11 points in the first quarter and then, 7 the rest of the way. But he played really well. He was cutting. He was attacking. He was making some threes. Vooch was fantastic in the post. Zach was obviously outstanding, as you guys mentioned. Coby had a rough shooting night, but made those three throws. He made a clutch 3 to put the Bulls ahead. Before the Knicks were able to tie it. So just kind of everything went right for them. And then obviously it took a fortunate whistle. I didn't think that was a foul either. That's probably one that either Coby will get a little fine on for a flop or there will be a last 2-minute report note about that one. But that is what it is. The Bulls took advantage. They made him pay. And then, Brunson shot. I mean, you can't really ask for anything more than that if you're the Knicks on the out of bounds play. Yeah. You get the matchup you want. Brunson had just scored on Patrick twice. You get the player you want with the ball in his spot, hitting a shot that he's comfortable with, that mid-range fadeaway, and it just went around the rim. It was like the Kawhi Leonard, shot for the Raptors that went around, bounce, and in. This one obviously rolled out.
Yeah. Suck it, Knicks.
Anthony in the comments say goodbye to that pick. No chance they keep it. Hashtag playing dreams.
Season's over at 5.
Oh, my God. We also have to, you usually like to save super chats towards the back end of the show, but if they are of a certain magnitude, we got to get them right out of the gate. Shout out Shirtless Wonder, who just threw us a $50 super chat.
No wonder is
and
here.
Let us know that the balcony victory lights are on.
I see them. There you go.
That's our guy.
Yeah, Katie has yet to meet Shirtless Wonder, so be ready. Be ready for the man. Lights on. He is happy, man. That is good to see, man.
It's there's something very holiday-esque about that.
Yeah.
Bulls beating the Knicks in November.
You know what? You're right. Just took me back a little bit.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, you're right about that.
Shout out also to our friends Jason Ashland, who said, I just got done talking smack on the Knicks YouTube postgame channel. There you go. Doing that great work for all of us at Bulls Nation.
Right there, Carlos A. I see you right there.
Thank each and every one of you out there at Bulls Nation who are joining us live tonight, Wednesday night. Hit that like button if you're with us. Throw us a super chat like the Shirtless Wonder did if you're feeling generous and cool. Guys, we talked in pregame about minutes, right?
Yeah.
The whole Tibbs minutes thing.
Yes.
And the fact that they were playing on the second night of a back-to-back. You were kind of wondering if they had a run in them in that second half when the Bulls were up 20. And you're like, oh, they did have a run in them.
Yeah.
And then it was just a matter of which team could close. They all played big minutes last night. Tonight, Bridges 43, Towns 39, OG 36, Brunson and Hart each played 34. But Billy rode his starters hard tonight, too.
Yeah.
Not quite Tibbs level. And Josh Giddey did only play 28 minutes. Let's put a pin in that.
Sure.
But Pat, 33, Vooch, 34, Coby and Zach, each 36. Billy, he did go 5 deep. And the fewest minutes off the bench for anybody was Dalen Terry with 10. Modest had 12, Julian 11, Jalen Smith 14, Ayo 25. But it was heavy starter minutes versus heavy starter minutes tonight. We feel like we should probably make note of the fact that once again, down the stretch of a very tight game, Josh Giddey was off the floor in the back half of the fourth quarter.
I mean, yeah.
Just add it to the pile. Add it to the sample size. That's 3 games now where the Bulls have been in a tight one late. And he did come in to be the inbounds passer on that final possession.
He did.
That he got Coby the ball. Coby drew the foul. Bulls win. Great. But it only makes you wonder further and further
about his activity and him being on this team.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Will.
I mean, I don't know if we want to do the frustration monologues quite yet.
Not yet.
It's early on in the show.
It's early.
I just feel like I've been thinking like, okay, well, what are we learning from some of these games and like the way that the players are playing and who's playing well and when are they doing it? And maybe this is just what we're learning about the Josh Giddey experience, which I think a lot of us already knew, but Billy Donovan has clearly made a decision about who he wants out there in the final minutes. And he would much rather have the Knicks be picking on Patrick Williams than on Josh Giddey. And that just is what it is. So, I mean, unless they're in a situation where they need offense, and obviously he came in for the final possession where he was the inbounds passer, and that's one of the things he does best. Looked like they were drawing up a play for a Zach lob. That wasn't there, and obviously Coby got the three, but it just seems like he's more situationally used down the stretch than somebody that Billy feels like he can really lean on at this point.
And yeah, that's saying a lot. I mean, he had some time in that fourth quarter, like around that 4 minute mark, he was in there for sure. But when it was time, for Billy to show who he trusted, and when you do it multiple times, like we're talking 3-4 straight times now, that's a pattern. You know what I mean? That's a pattern. Like, that's a pattern. So this is what you're going to see. And so I don't know how Josh Giddey, feels about this. It seems like he's taking it okay. But it wasn't like he had, the greatest game. He did come into this game having the most consecutive triple doubles for someone playing in an active player, I should say.
3 for 3 on triple
Madison
doubles.
Square Garden. He was tied with Larry Bird with being 3 for 3, which is like, shout out to you being tied with Larry Bird. But that streak has come to an end. 5 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists. You saw him starting off the game, very active, and you could tell he was very happy to be on that floor playing with that. He made a great pass to Zach LaVine over in the corner for a 3-point shot. Nice little no-look from the elbow over there. It was a beautiful pass. But when it's money time, he's showing you, Billy Donovan is showing you who he's going with and who he's comfortable with. And he has shown that about his comfort level with Ayo Dosunmu the second he's walked in this door and played for the Chicago Bulls. From game 1, he has shown his comfort level with Ayo Dosunmu, and we know Ayo has just gotten better and better and better. It's hard to take Coby White off the floor because, dude, no matter if he's 0 for 8, this is still a threat to shoot the basketball. And that paid off as well because he ends up at the free throw line sealing the game for the Chicago Bulls. Don't know if you'll get that with Josh Giddey on the floor out there. So I'd like to know how Giddey's feeling about it. Like you said, one of the reasons he wanted to move out of OKC was to get a chance to stamp himself in this league and then stamp himself on this team. And that's really hard to do when it's a guy trying to get that money and you're not in at the money time.
Wow, we got a Debbie Downer in the comments, Larry Jam, who broke the cardinal rule that I have when it comes to having opinions about basketball players. If you can't spell their name, you're not allowed to have an opinion.
That is your rule.
Zach, Z-A-C-K, Levine, L-E-V-I-N-E. No, thank you. But no, there's mostly it's a pretty jubilant and confused Bulls Nation out there in the comments. Like, some people saying we're not keeping that pick. Some people say, hey, whatever. Let's this team is playing, they're fighting, and let's cheer for them.
Screw the Knicks.
And always that is the common denominator. Screw the Knicks now and forever. There's just so many different things that we can touch on. Let's quickly talk about this because I saw somebody in the comments talking about it. Patrick Williams was playing different tonight.
Yes.
So close, Dave.
You're welcome.
So close to those 20
right
points.
There.
He even had that 3-point attempt late in the fourth that would have put him at 21.
I was so excited.
Barely grazed the rim.
I don't think we've actually revealed this on the pod. I know we tweeted it, but we have not actually shown the bet on the pod yet. So if you guys don't mind, let's get into it.
The bet is from a few days ago when Dave was feeling salty. Said what happens first? Dalen Terry has a game in which he hits 6 threes or Pat scores 20 points. More so a commentary on our lack of faith in Patrick Williams ever scoring 20 points.
Yeah, this is Matt getting it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people didn't get this.
Not a lot of, there are some people out there who are like quote tweeting that, be like, come on, Dave. Hey, Dave, we know you're a Dalen Terry fan.
Come on, guard. Very insulting.
But
stop that.
Right after Pat got points 17 and 18 tonight, Dalen hit a 3.
Oh.
For a second there, it was almost an exciting down-to-the-wire contest. Turns out the bet has yet to be settled.
Yes.
Because Pat couldn't quite get over that 20-point hump.
Yeah, man. He was right there, and I was very excited watching it. I was out my seat when he took that 3. I was like, this is it. I screamed, this is it. That's exactly what I said. I knew it was that. And like you said, it didn't hit anything. But he looked different. He looked absolutely different tonight. Getting the ball, attacking the rim, the rebounds that he got, the way he got them was awesome. The tip dunk by Patrick Williams.
Speaking of, can I just interject really quick? This is from Casey Johnson on Twitter. Billy Donovan smiling postgame on Patrick Williams' aggressiveness tonight. Quote, I was very, very excited and almost called a timeout and had a celebration on the bench. He made a tip dunk. End quote. Bulls head coach Billy Donovan about Patrick Williams.
That is so funny, but also kind of sad.
Yes. No, that's what I'm laughing at. That's what I'm laughing at, Will. When it's one thing when we recognizing it, it's another thing when your head coach sees the same thing that we've been screaming about over here. The no excuses toward Patrick Williams. Come on, man. Billy understands it now. The man almost celebrated. Like, time out. I just want to high five your big ass. Yo. That's all he wanted to do.
As we talked about, this is the best he's played since he was on a tear in the month of December.
The tear.
We'll be holding that. How long we holding that?
We got to put a pin in that. We got to take our first quick break here on CHGO Bulls Post Game. We'll be back on the other side to get to more of y'all's thoughts on tonight's game and more of ours. Stick around.
Circa Sportsbook, ladies and gentlemen. Whether it's pro or college, the app to bet football is Circa Sports Illinois. Circa Sports, y'all. It's sports betting the way it should be. It has high betting limits, low holds, and exceptional customer service. Bet on all your favorite teams in every game this season, like this gentleman, I guarantee you, is going to do.
Hello.
Spreads, got them. Props, for sure. Futures, or in-game, Circa Sports has it. Fund and bet like a pro from anywhere, anytime, right here in Illinois. That's how I go. Download your new bookie today at circasports.com. Must be 21 and over. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Tonight's show also brought to you by Prize Picks. If you can't quite get enough on Circa, Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to everyone. Mm-hmm. All you do is pick more or less on at least 2 player stat projections for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. Mm-hmm. Run your game all season long on Prize Picks. Bears fans can't really be in charge of a lot of their own happiness when it comes to that. Mm-hmm. But they can run their own game on Prize Picks.
That's true.
And they can be successful that way. Bears aren't going to win again the rest of the season. But you can on Prize Picks. Prize Picks is also the only real money daily fantasy platform with an injury insurance policy, so that your lineups stay in play even if one of your players gets injured. If your player leaves in the first half and doesn't return, Prize Picks says, we got your back. They'll keep the rest of your lineup live. They also invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. Not just with an injured player, but like you miss one of your lineup, no worries. You could double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. So here's what to do. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use promo code CHGO to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Just a $5 lineup, and it doesn't matter if that $5 lineup of yours hits or doesn't. You're getting the 50 extra bucks either way. Mm-hmm. Just use that promo code CHGO when you download and make that first $5 entry. Prize Picks, run your game.
Patrick Williams, man.
Patrick Williams. Somebody in the comments said, Dimitri saying, playing with Pat like he's hot garbage. Stop it, guys. Look.
No, wait.
No one here said Pat's hot garbage, first of all.
Not at all.
But we have been frustrated by certain lack of production, a lack of motor, a lack of give a shit factors, for lack of a better term, from Pat. We were sitting here recently talking about one of the games recently where he was like, oh, Pat had 12 at half. Look at that. He finished with 12. He also had 0 total rebounds in that game where he had 12 at half and then finished with 12. We see these kind of things from Pat all the freaking time.
Yeah.
So it was nice to see Pat tonight say, hey, I'm going to put in work and I'm going to come back. He did kind of disappear in the third quarter.
A little bit.
But he was active in that fourth quarter.
He was.
He was active. He had a couple of key rebounds. finished with 6. Was not afraid to take any open looks that he got, but mostly I just liked his aggression attacking the basket tonight.
That's all it's about, man.
We all know that Pat can knock down threes. It takes him a while to get them off, but he can knock down threes. It's the lack of attacking the basket that I think drives Bulls fans crazy the most with Pat. Mm-hmm. And it's a mixed bag as far as results, but we saw him attack multiple times tonight.
Multiple times. And with a purpose.
That.
Not just going to the basket and
not
then
the pretend attack that ends in a kick-out pass.
In a kick-out pass, you know what I mean? No, he
Patrick's
went
favorite thing to do.
With a purpose. I told you I can't stand when he takes the 2 dribbles and then goes up because it's telegraphing exactly what is happening and what's about to come to the defender. He got that memo also because later on in the game he said, nope, I'm going to take this one powerful ass dribble right here and I'm going to go up strong and try to finish over these guys. The reason the tip dunk was so awesome is because you forget that he is athletic. You forget that he got hops like that because of the way we've been watching him play. So watching him be that aggressive and going up like, and then hanging on the rim, you know, and all of that, we ain't seen Pat do that, man. We didn't know if he thought that was okay to do. But now we know he does. And again, when your coach is pointing this out to you at the same time, this is really, truly telling you what he has been lacking and what he has not been doing out there on the floor. So now that lets me know that coach has definitely been telling you this. This has definitely been said to him on multiple occasions. He just needed somebody like me again to yell at him. And I am here for all the positive affirmation liaison, sir. The pal is in effect.
Justin saying Pat attack, let's go.
Oh!
Flip side saying Pat-tackery.
I love that. I love it. I love it.
Gio saying aggressive Pat tonight, not passive Pat.
I'll allow it
Fantasy Cast saying Patrick Williams is the guy who falls asleep at the movie theater and starts snoring. Not tonight.
Not tonight. Wide awake. So called the matinee.
Yeah.
Wide awake.
He saw the previews. He saw the previews before the previews.
Nova Damas saying, just got here. Sorry if it's been said. I'm sure it has. Pat played aggressive tonight. Loved it.
Loved it.
I mean, this is the most positive affirmation of Patrick Williams. It is crazy
how just like literally one, or I guess he played the last 3 or 4 games, but
he was solid the last 3 or 4.
But that's all it took for people to really change their tune back in favor of him. And this is what we've been saying the whole time. Is like there just needs to be a consistency with it. We've seen him do it, but like again, you know, I talked about last game. He had 10 points, or maybe it was 2 games ago, without having made any threes. Yeah. And like how I thought that was an important milestone for him to clear of being able to score off the dribble, getting to the rim, and getting to the free throw line. And he made 3 of his 4 threes tonight, but he had 18 points. That would have been 9 points on 2s and free throws. And I think that's really important. That speaks to his aggression, his ability to get to the rim. You know, so even if he's not 75% from 3 on any given night, which he won't be on most, he's still able to produce in a way that I think people can feel excited about, because this was a version of Patrick that, you know, we joked about it, but like this really does look a lot more like how he's supposed to look, how he has looked, even when it wasn't like the 35-point Minnesota game. Like he's had stretches where he's put up similar numbers to this.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you can hope for out of Pat. It's not going to be 35 and 10 or whatever, but maybe it's 15 and 7. Like that would be great.
Willem in the comments saying Brunson was cooking Pat on those last 3 possessions.
But that's Jalen Brunson, bro. Like, come on.
The degree of difficulty of those last 3 Brunson possessions.
Yeah.
The step back falling away long 2.
Yeah. That
he hit over Pat. Kudos to Brunson.
Yeah.
Good defense, better offense.
Tip of the cap, Mrs. Corner.
The one after that where Brunson with one quick little hezzy step got Pat half a step back and on his heels a little bit, allowed Brunson to get to the bucket. He goes glass. Still a pretty difficult finish to that play. Good defense, better offense.
Yeah.
And that was Pat on him on that last Hail Mary?
Yeah.
Did you see how much arc Jalen Brunson put on that shot?
A ton.
I mean, like, if you're talking about Pat getting cooked by Jalen Brunson on those 3 specific possessions, I'm sorry. I, as an NBA fan, don't call that getting cooked. I call that a very good offensive player doing winning things.
You tip your cap to it. I talked about it in pregame. Same with Karl-Anthony Towns. I'm like, at some point in time, you just got to say, well, That's Jalen Brunson. Oh, well, Cat just did Cat stuff.
True.
Like, that's what he did.
Howdy did he?
Boy, howdy. Howdy-ho. But, yeah, man, like, you saw what Jalen Brunson was doing out there. And when he did it, it was when it was money time. And it was that fourth quarter time. I don't care who you put on him, man. He was going to be cooking. Like, that's just what it is. Like, you can't. Yeah, I'm the same way, man. I don't look at it that way. I'm just look at it like, well, that's just a great player doing great player things. Because that was a heck of a move he had to create the space and to get to the bucket and use the little size that he has on Patrick. But then it's like he's got to feel him to know how much arc he has to put on the shot. Watching him and his brain work, like for real, just go watch it and watch how his brain is working while he's crossing them over and figuring things out, man. It's a pleasure to watch. It sucks to watch it in a Knicks uniform, but it's a pleasure to watch an NBA player be really good at his job. And that's what Jalen Brunson was doing. So, no, I don't fault Pat at all, man. That's just Jalen Brunson being really dope.
And that's like, if you're the Knicks, like that's what you do at the end of game scenarios. You just like, you give it to your best player and let him go be great. So like, to me, Patrick did the best anybody could do. Like he just made life tough for him. He gave him a hard time and Brunson made tough shots. That's what he does.
Playing that go defense on him.
This is true. Niles in the comments saying, I just kept shaking my head, but that last shot, my blood pressure went through the roof. Mm-hmm. I mean, that was a tense fourth quarter.
Yeah.
It felt like I couldn't catch my breath. Mm-hmm. They just kept going. Mm-hmm. It's so weird that one of those was a Tom Thibodeau coach team. One of those, the Knicks, was the team with the 30th ranked pace of play offensively coming into tonight. They were just like, oh, Bulls, like, we're tired. We played last night. You guys really want to play this fast? Okay, we'll play this fast. It was bonkers.
Yeah.
And the Bulls, a little bit of luck, a little bit of execution, come out on top of it. Guys, can we circle back to Zach LaVine a little bit?
Sure.
Because he had a season-high 31. I just saw a tweet from Casey Johnson talking to Zach after the game saying he feels good, feels like his offensive rhythm is there, and he said, let's keep it that way. He was 12 of 17 finishing, 4 of 8 from downtown. Mm-hmm. Did miss 3 free throws tonight of his 6 attempts. I don't love that. Did have the 6 Zach turnovers. I don't love that. Mm-hmm. But when he started cooking, in what was that, the second quarter or the third quarter? That was
second
quarter?
Second.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because he scored 14 of the Bulls' last 16 points of the first half. Going into halftime, it was like, you said something about like where's the LaVine heat check coming? Because it's got to be coming sometime soon. And maybe a couple of times as he had caught fire, didn't get the ball back at the end of the, a possession here, a possession there. I don't think we saw that bad Zach shot heat check. I think we saw him want to take it a couple times and then not, either because he didn't or he didn't get to. But either way, Zach getting to the basket with that amount of ease, Zach getting hot on his range shots like that with ease. We've all seen this. We know that this version of this player exists. And before any of that happened, Zach got himself and his teammates going with some absolute gorgeous dimes in the first quarter. Some, like recognizing guys making cuts. Zach's like, oh, when I'm playing off ball and I make cuts, my teammates find me.
Yeah.
I can do the same thing.
He's special, man. Like Zach LaVine is just, when he gets to that level, man, we've said this about him before. Like, man, the game looks really easy. When he's out there and he's just being smooth about it. Just looks really, really simple and easy. And that's what you saw in that second quarter. It just looks simple. It looked very easy and smooth to him. The shots he was taking, the one fadeaway he had on the baseline, you were like, dude, man, that's a tough shot. I can't believe splash. And there was the threes he pulling up. Oh, man, Zach pulling up? Cash. Like, he was just cooking and feeling really good about it. And we understood the turnovers were coming because that's just a part of who Zach is. We get that. But, man, that player that we saw tonight, that's classic Zach LaVine is what we saw, man. He looked awesome tonight.
Yeah, I mean, this was like some of the best we saw him play. You guys didn't mention the play where he blocked Anunoby and then had the run out.
Yeah.
He was locked in defensively
to
the point where they were like switching him. Like he was guarding Brunson. They were getting him switched off of him down the stretch because they didn't want Zach on him. So, again, I think just it makes you remember or think back to the narratives about him this summer and the way people were talking about him and how silly all of that was because he just wasn't out there. But now he's coming back and like, oh yeah, it's also contributing to winning. So the whole like he's a losing player, he doesn't play defense, like all that stuff is just like not true. And like who knows what's gonna happen with the trade stuff? The contract is what it is, but I mean Zach is playing some of his best basketball, and it really doesn't feel like he's missed a step from when he finished 2 years ago at that All-Star level.
Yeah, and playing through whatever that strain, adductor strain is. Hopefully that continues to be okay and something he can play through after missing just a few games. All right, we got to take one more quick break. When we come back, more thoughts on tonight's game, more thoughts from y'all. We still have Goon of the Night on deck because that's a Bulls W.
It's a thing.
Stick around here on CHGO Bulls. Tonight's postgame brought to you by our friends at Sunnyside. Sunnyside Cannabis Dispensary is here to help you elevate your fall. Sunnyside is your home for judgment-free cannabis shopping. They have a crazy selection. I'm talking over 100 different strains to choose from with easy online ordering and in-store pickup. I want this. I want that. I want this. Run your errands, swing through, pick it up, get on your merry way.
Give it to me.
Stop into the store nearest you throughout Illinois for expert guidance from their staff and select from quality lines like Cresco and Florida Cal. And it's not just Chicago and the surrounding suburbs. They've got locations all over this great state of Illinois, as far south as Champaign, as far north as South Beloit. Just don't cross into Wisconsin. That's where we keep the bad people.
They suck too.
And right now, available for just a limited time offer, you got to check out the new Island Vibes from Good News brand. Available in disposable vapes, 510 cartridges, and live resin gummies. Good News Island Vibes for next level staycations. I love staycations. I just want to sit in my comfy chair. That's all I ever want to do.
Sounds fun.
Sunnyside helps me do that sometimes. Destination relaxation. Good News Island Vibes. Good News Island Vibes. Puff Puff Paradise. Visit Sunnyside.shop for bright buys every day, including, get this, 50% off your first 3 online purchases. Not your first one, your first 3. They're handing you all kinds of savings on this deal. Enter promo code HICHGO at checkout to qualify. Exclusions apply. Sunnyside Cannabis Dispensary, bright buys every day. Only for 21 and over in Illinois MedCard holders.
Empire Today, ladies and gentlemen.
Floors.
No matter what. No matter what. That's what they're going to be doing, man. Empire Today is the best place to get new flooring. It's awesome. So since it's awesome, of course, they're going to have copycats. But Empire cannot be beaten on quality, service, speed. So competitors advertise low-quality products that Empire simply will not carry. They will not, I repeat, they will not promise the lowest prices, because anyone who does that is putting flooring in their home that they would not put in their own. Empire's philosophy is to help you find what you need, not overwhelm you with thousands of choices and substitutes. What they leave out of their selection is just as important as what they put in. And of course, they got their virtual floor designer. It's a great way to see how those new floors will look in any space. It's very easy. Just pull out your phone, clickety-clack, snippety-snap, take that picture, and instantly you will see how those new floors will look in your room. And I promise you, it's going to look amazing. Shopping for floors at a big box store can be very frustrating. You can be willing to go Gottlieb out there signing autographs there. People hounding you, and you just came out to check out some floors. No, dude wants to tell you about stuff that's going on in plumbing. And he's like, no, I want to hear for the floors. I am willing to go Gottlieb. Do you not see the quaff, damn it? Hook me up. He can't do that. You know why? Because they don't know what they're talking about, man. Not at Empire Today, man. They live and breathe flooring. So you can be confident you're getting honest and upfront advice. And, of course, they service their own warranties, man, which I'm telling you is really awesome. If you have an issue and it comes up, you just call Empire. There is no middleman. You call Empire, won't have to track down that manufacturer's phone number. So schedule a free in-home estimate today. All listeners can receive a $350 off discount when they use the promo code CHGO. Restrictions apply. See EmpireToday.com/CHGO for details. 580-2300. Matt! Today.
I was in the middle of admiring the way that you held that note.
Yeah.
He was deciding who he wanted to throw it to.
I already knew. And I knew if I was going to come, I knew who was going to be ready. Right. You know what I mean? I knew you were going to be ready.
He's always ready.
No, nothing against you. You know what I mean? Nothing against that.
I'm ready.
Katie don't shoot. So, nothing against that. So we'll try,
Rolling along, guys. We got to give a quick shout out here.
Why is there someone called What the Quaff?
Thank you. Thank you for pointing it out. I've been waiting for you to see it. Yes.
So I just promised this person that I would make sure you guys saw this by the end of the show.
Hey, I'm excited about my handle. It's for the GOAT. Give me some love, please. I've been excited about this all day.
I love what I influence.
Says What the Quaff. Who also gave a thumbs up, which is a great reminder to the rest of you out there in Bulls Nation who have not given us one of those gorgeous thumbs.
It's amazing.
Coming from the perfect quaff itself.
My vote is that now we only refer to What the Quaff as the Quaff, and now we just refer to me as other things.
No.
You mean the GOAT?
The GOAT. Will, you could use my name. I don't want to be absurd, but that's an option.
We have two Wills. We have to distinguish you somehow.
Yeah. She's got a point, man.
Other Will.
I was having a conversation with Jake earlier this afternoon. And he said something about like, oh yeah, and I got that thing taken care of with like Will, or he said Will, and I was and like I just walked past you or something, and it was just a moment of total confusion.
Yeah,
because like the other one, the tall one who hangs out here sometimes now, Uncle Will, or as Dave says, 4-time champion Will Purdue.
Yes,
yeah, that's what we call him.
And GOAT is always GOAT.
Yeah,
I could probably count on one hand the number of times I've called you Will.
Yeah, he's GOAT
in the last like year.
Let's go, man. This guy said you've been anointed, sir. You got to deal with it.
I had that moment with Lawrence today because I said Matt, and he said, "Who's Matt?" And I said Matt Peck, and he said, "I've never called Matt before."
We had been working here for like a year and a half when a package showed up. It said David Watson on it.
Yes,
and Sean, shout out to our guy Sean from CHGO Stars, goes, "Who's David Watson?"
Who the hell is that? It is me, Sean. Oh shit! You didn't know? It's all right, sir.
Yeah, no.
Don't run the governments out
here. Thought
here.
your name was Big Dave. Like,
that's it.
Share.
Or he's not wrong. He's not wrong. You know what I mean? It's how we roll, baby. Mr. Gottlieb, if you're nasty.
Jelly.
Shout out Janet Jackson, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my goodness.
Matt Eberflus, you're fired.
Oh my God.
Fired.
I saw somebody in the comments earlier referring to him as Matt Eberflus. Speaking of quality nicknames.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, there's just a fake Eberflus avatar in there. Oh yeah.
He's Matt. That's Peck.
That's right.
And you're under arrest.
I would watch the shit out of that buddy cop show.
Wait, a buddy cop show?
Yeah.
With me and Matt Eberflus?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Hard pass.
And Big Dave.
2 episodes.
Excuse me, David Watson.
Matt is going to drive that car into the ocean. All right.
I'm going to insist on doing my own stunts and strangle that jackass to death.
He's going to drive it off the cliff.
Yep. That's my only special appearance. He'll be like, "Oh, y'all going in the car? All right, I'll see you later."
Yeah, I'm not gonna take an Uber.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I'll be okay.
I'll catch up with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Have a nice ride.
Oh God. Please get out of control. I love it.
Shout out to What the Quaff for derailing our show.
Appreciate you, man. We love the chaos around here.
Jeff
sir.
Rock saying, "Please, my father was Mr. Dave. Call me Big."
I love it.
You're Big from Sex and the City.
I love it, man. I love it. Shout out Mr. Big. Yes, with Sex in the City.
And no fantasy cast. I don't think we could pull off making a hat that is a replica of the quaff. That's like there's only one real quaff.
Well, that's true. Yeah. I mean, a silhouette or something, just like the glasses. And
I would wear a hat with like the Goat Talk Hotline logo on it.
Oh yeah, that'd
for
be cool.
sure.
Yeah,
all right. Who's the goon of the night?
It's too early, Will.
Hey, hold on. We got plenty of time before we got to get to that.
We got time, Will.
Yeah, guys. Well, just to kind of like look at the other side for a second, and also shout out to Wemby, who saw Towns drop 46 tonight. Said, "Hold my beer." Wemby got 50 tonight.
Yes. Take your big self in the paint, please.
Know who else got 50?
Giannis.
Yes. Did they win? I know they went to
overtime. They're up by 6.
All right, that's a victory.
I saw after they got through the first quarter. I saw somebody share a screenshot on Twitter. Giannis
57, 14, and 7.
Oh my God! Giannis was 7 of 10 from the field for the Bucks in the first quarter. None of his teammates made a field goal in the first quarter.
He was the only one that scored.
Yeah. He was 7 of 10. His teammates were 0 of 13.
No Dame
in the first quarter.
No Middleton.
Man, especially after that Giannis locker room video that went viral the other day about like, hey, if you're not here to win, like, get the F out. Like,
yeah, man.
He's truly like good enough to be able to say stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. No,
like,
yeah.
That's crazy.
He's got some backing.
He's crazy.
I mean, that dude puts up Wilt Chamberlain-esque stat lines.
Yeah.
57, 14, and 7.
An MVP player on a championship team just, 3 years ago now?
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. That one of the greatest finals games we'd ever seen.
Giannis, if you don't like it in Milwaukee.
It's an hour away.
Bark twice. But yeah, I mean, we talked about Cat and the arrival in New York in pregame.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah, man.
He good.
He good. Yeah, Cat did his thing, and he did it in that second half. I believe he had, 25, if I'm not mistaken, in that third quarter. But he went insane. Like,
nuts.
He just went completely nuts. And Cat is just like any other. It's funny because he's like any other like shooter, you know. It starts with the 3-point shot with him. Like once a couple of those get to falling, then he's allowed to use that pump fake. And when he gets a pump fake, it doesn't take him a lot to get to the paint because he is huge. So boom, 2 steps, I'm at the rim, layup, dunk, whatever. He's gonna get all of it, man. He had 3 and 1s in that third quarter. He had 3 of them, 3 and 1s. Right after I had a conversation,
and they were
with
like
you
all in
about
consecutive order. They were just like and one, man.
Yeah,
so
14 in the third, 17 in the fourth.
Thank you. But that dude was something awesome and something just really cool to behold. And we thought, I hope that injury isn't, too bad.
Looked like
that
he
he
was
had,
banged knees.
but
Hopefully it's not.
Yeah, I hope that, but it definitely was causing him pain, and a lot of pain is probably why he wasn't that involved, with getting that last shot or anything like that. He was definitely being used as a decoy for sure. But
Nah, it's Brunson time.
no, it's time to cook. But man, dude, like he was something else though tonight, and I really liked it because Vooch was kind of going back at him, and I appreciated that from Vooch too. He didn't back down from when he put him in the blender a couple times with a couple of those spin moves and those layups, but then Cat was just like, no, I'm gonna get this on you, man. Like he was something else, man. Like so, I got a lot of respect for Cat and how his game is kind of evolving now here with these Knicks. Like he knows that no, dude, like Brunson ain't gonna be the guy every single night. I need to take over, and I'm going to take over, and can't nobody really stop me from doing what I want to do.
Yeah, and we talked pregame about like the 3-point attempt volume from him and how I felt like that was something that he could improve on. 6 of 12 tonight, but what I thought was really impressive was the face-up game. Like he was still catching the ball in that area, but just attacking, and like Vooch had no chance against.
Yeah.
Like I mean, he just had he was dominant, and it was drives. It was like closing out and getting to the rim.
Mm-hmm.
He had a couple of duck-ins. Like he was just really dominant all over the floor, and it's like 4 of 8 from the free throw line. That's the game right there. Like if he goes 8 of 8 and he scores 50, the Knicks win that game.
Yeah, it's that simple. Just score 50, Cat. just go score 50.
But like those are the easy ones. Like he's
right.
working so hard to get these and ones, to get using like incredible.
So that's why he's tired.
Threes.
And remember, he was shooting 87%.
Yep.
Like, he was tough.
CJRT said, I will now always hear that meow when he hits the 3. Leah Sepulveda, meanwhile, saying, CHGO Sports, we come here for the off-the-rails moments. Well,
yes.
I hope you enjoy it because we just had a whole bunch of them.
We love it here, sir. We love the chaos.
Somebody also just asked for we need a quaff of the night in addition to a goon of the night.
But he wins every time. Like, I don't know how you can
That's
do
the quaff of the night every night.
Right, that's the quaff of the night. Like, that's easy.
Come on now.
You know what I mean?
Guys, also wanted to give a little bit of a quick hit shout out to Vooch, who, by the way, 19 and 11, 9 and 14 from the field. Did not hit either of his 2 3-point attempts tonight. Yeah. And as we were just discussing, had some rough, tough night at the office moments because Karl-Anthony Towns is your assignment, and that's going to be not fun sometimes. But I think that's 8 double-doubles in 11 games, 12 games, or maybe 9 double-doubles. And not just like the old pedantic Vooch double-doubles of the past, but like impactful, efficient double-doubles.
Yes.
Even on a night where he only takes 2 threes and misses both of them, you're still 9 of 14 from the field.
Yeah.
And you're doing work on the boards. I know we don't have to talk about the whole Zach and Vooch and trading thing on every show, but somebody in the comments, Niles Reed, saying, Voochie Maine. That looks like a usable piece that plenty of teams could want. I'm just saying.
OKC,
what you doing? He looks good. Vooch looks
I
good.
really want the Bulls to do another trade with OKC. I feel like, for the most part, I agree with you. Down the stretch, I feel like the Bulls did get a little into their, as you said, pedantic, like, Vooch post up, 15 dribble. Like, there were a couple plays like that down the stretch when the game really slowed down, and I think that's an area of weakness. I don't know. I thought he generally played really well. The defense, obviously, is going to be tough against a guy like Cat. But, I mean, he's just been great all year. Like, there's nothing really you can say other than, like, the threes, which didn't go in tonight. But he's been, like, over 45% on them this year. So, like, obviously that's going to drop a little bit.
Yeah.
He was fantastic. And I think he's playmaking. I think he's, like, useful in these screen and roll actions with some of the guards.
Mm-hmm.
He's pulling defenders away from the rim and making it so that, like, if Io does attack closeout, it's, like, Josh Hart down there instead of Cat or Mitchell Robinson or whoever the big would be. So, yeah, I just think Vooch has been outstanding, and I think the way he plays and just his gravity contributes more to helping some of these younger players than I think we probably gave him credit for last year.
Yeah, I really like the way they're getting him the ball and clearing out. Like, we didn't see that a lot for him for obvious reasons these last couple years, but he's getting the ball on whatever side of the floor he's comfortable with, and everybody clears out and back down, either a pass or he's hitting you with the up and under for the shot, or he's getting to the foul line.
And he cooked Cat on that one up and under.
Yeah, he did.
Bruh.
Bulls fans not a fan of bringing up old trades with OKC. French Bulls fan, French Bulls TV. We get no pick back from OKC again. Niles, we are banned from trading with OKC forever.
Kind of like
D-Law Zone 23. No more trades with OKC. CGRTs ban the Bulls from trading with OKC. Okay. We won't. We got to take one more quick break. We promise this is the last one. Then we'll come back and find out who the goon of the night is.
Nice.
So many candidates. Stick around. Hit the like button while we're doing that.
You know, man, I'm so glad that game is over now.
Oh, yeah?
Because now I get to discuss what I really wanted to talk about.
What's
and
that?
That's ComEd.
Oh, my gosh. Talking with you about ComEd is one of my favorite hobbies ever, Dave.
It's like you read my mind, man. Because, you know, ComEd can help businesses save money by becoming more energy efficient.
Take what? I didn't know ComEd could do that.
Yup. The energy efficiency program can help find up to 35% in energy savings.
What?
Spit take two.
Wow. So what does a business have to do, Dave?
I'm so glad you asked me that, man. Just sign up for a free facility assessment at comed.com/biz.
Just sign up for a free assessment? Wait, why aren't more businesses doing this? It seems like a win-win.
I mean, it really does, man. Maybe they having a problem with the website.
ComEd.com/biz, right?
Mm-hmm.
ComEd.com/biz. Mm-hmm. That's just like such a short sequence of syllables that are right in a row. Yeah. ComEd.com/biz.
It's right there.
It's right there.
Spit take three. Terms and conditions apply. Offers are subject to change. Actual savings will vary by customers' energy usage and rate. The ComEd Energy Efficiency Program is funded in compliance with state law.
Hey, sales guy Jim in the comments.
Heard them ads, baby.
Said, shout out to Will Goat, the Thrill Willie, good hair.
Whoa.
The Thrill Willie, good hair? For passing along Bulls plus 8.5.
I think he's just mashing a lot of different nicknames together.
Looks like I tuned in at the right time, too. Yeah, you caught some ads, Jimbo.
Another one in your
plus
face.
8.5. Wow.
Oh,
Against that
that's a thing.
Ish Knicks team? Wow.
It's a thing. It was very impressive, man.
Should have been bold and taken them on the money line, Jimbo.
Been bold, Jim. It's all right.
Not that I did.
No. Well, no, one thing we did.
What's that?
Goonish!
Ooh. Yes, please.
The night.
Already shouted out Empire once tonight. Let's do it again.
Let's do it 2 times for him, baby. Hit them.
To be the man, you gotta beat the man now. I'm the man.
Woo! Empire Today presents Goon of the Night. All they do is floors, no matter what. 588 to 300. Katie!
I mean, you know better than this by now. What are we doing?
Could have just said Empire.
Empire Today! Woo!
Okay, thanks. Empire Today, Goon of the Night. That's what it is. That's what it is. Yes!
I'm trying to get the people to like the stream, okay? I'm busy.
I think the people would like the stream if they heard Katie sing.
Come on. That's what they want. It's for the people. Well, Katie, since
American
that is,
Idol.
You tell me who, Katie, is your goon of the night.
All right, here's my goon of the night.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be Coby White, and listen, because I have thoughts, okay?
Got thoughts?
I understand Coby did not have a good game tonight.
Okay.
I'm not giving him goon of the night because he did not have a good game.
Okay.
I'm giving him goon of the night because when they needed him to break out of his little slump, he did it. That's what a goon does, okay?
Okay.
When you need somebody to hit a 3 with 2 minutes left and you give the ball to Coby White and he hits it, that's goon behavior. And then he hits the free throws at the end of the game. That is goon behavior out of Coby White.
I like that.
All right.
And he rose and fired confidently on that key possession when he was at that point 1 of 8 from downtown.
Yes.
Got that 3 to fall. Big moment for the Bulls. And then, of course, selling that foul, getting those free throws, and knocking down all 3 of them. That was, I'm going to say, that was MJ shit. Yeah. Those 3 free throws, Kobe was like, I got this.
Oh, he literally did the MJ symbol in the air when he shot that 3. That was impressive. Yeah. Shout out to Coby White, man. That was impressive. That was wonderful.
I'm going similar, but even more direct.
Oh.
I'm going Coby White's hair.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
Which really...
This holds weight coming from the
first time a body part has gotten a goon nomination.
Coby White got that foul because Josh Hart grazed his hair. Coby White's hair was the goon of the night. They don't win that game without Coby White's hair.
Wow.
Forget Kobe. The hair.
The hair.
The hair.
It's the hair. All right. I like your style, Will.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
I like it. Kobe's drawn more fouls with that hair. When he brought the throwback last season.
Tried to tell you.
Like
huge points per game spike.
If you zoom in on the play, he doesn't touch Kobe. He touches Kobe's hair.
The hair.
And I'm not even sure he touched Kobe's hair, but
that
it
last
made it look
2-minute
like
report's going to be real interesting.
Yes.
The Bulls literally just stole one at the Garden, which, regardless of what our other long-term motives are this season, as a Bulls fan, walking out of the Garden with a stolen dub, drinking those Knicks fan tears. They're probably poisonous. I shouldn't drink them, but...
Matt, please, your goon of the night, sir.
Well, my goon of the night changed when we were sitting here early at the start of postgame. And live information, thanks to the internet, is something that we have access to. My goon of the night is Billy Donovan for saying about his player Patrick Williams, quote, I was very, very excited, almost called a timeout and had a celebration on the bench. He made a tip dunk, end quote. Good for you, Billy. I love the fact that you expressing that amount of joy and also, more importantly, shock and surprise at your 6'8" power forward starter having a putback dunk. I don't know if Billy intended it to be read that way. It's hard to read tone when you're reading a quote on Twitter. But the way I'm picturing it, goon shit from Billy Donovan. Because let's hope it lights a freaking spark and a bigger spark than the one that's maybe been half lit under Pat's ass through the first dozen games this season.
Yes. Oh, all wonderful candidates. Also, shout out to everyone saying that Katie should be goon of the night as well.
Damn right.
Here it is. Here's the belt. Empire Today. The goon of the night goes to. Who's it gonna be? You know what? I love when me and Matt are on the same page. It's Billy Donovan, ladies and gentlemen. You darn skippy is Billy Donovan. Right here, Matt, on my phone. I had it pulled up, ready to read it already. Because he was goon of the night. That is some goon shit right there. My God. Oh, that is just something to say. And you're right, you don't know. When we watch it and how he said it, we don't know how it's going to come across. But I just know how it came across to me sitting here reading that. That was absolutely amazing, dog. I almost called a timeout and had a celebration. Oh, my God. It just showed me that, dude, I've been screaming this at you forever, for a long time.
You're allowed to jump.
You know? And he's like, oh, my God, you finally did it. Time out. Like, get the beer buckets, dump it on him, man. We're too excited. So, yes, Billy Donovan, I am proud of you, sir. This belongs to you. This is your Goon of the Night.
I love that. Rob in the comments asking, is that the first ever Goon of the Night for Billy Donovan?
No, he's gotten it before.
He has gotten it before.
He has definitely gotten it before. Yes, absolutely.
Well, wait, they're at Cleveland on Friday, right?
At Cleveland.
At Cleveland.
But then
First
they're home
NBA
Sunday?
Cup game. At home Sunday against the
All right. Well,
Houston Rockets.
when you chat with Billy on
Houston.
Sunday, you got to let him know that he is currently the reigning.
He's going to be like,
CHGO Bulls
what
Goon
on
of the
earth
night."
are you talking about?
Solely for the reason of basically poking fun of one of his players in his post-game press conference. Oh, my
Wow,
goodness.
wow. I'm so proud of
That's
you. And shout out Patrick Williams. I'm so proud.
that's a big win. It's a
I
big
am. It's
big
pride.
game for
I know, I
Pat.
like that you were just like, bow, bow. Shout out to Patrick Williams.
Shout out to
bow,
Pat,
bow.
indeed. I
He
mean,
did his thing, man. Like to just play like that. It just shows like, and I wish I had a better word than frustration, but because it
Anger?
was just not anger, because it's not anger, but it's just like that stuff kind of melting away. You know what I mean? Watching him play like that. You're like, dude, this is what all I've ever wanted you to do was that. You know, even if you went 0 for 11, like you threw it in the ocean, but I just wanted you to be aggressive because you are built to be that.
mhm.
And I also like the fact he actually got to the free throw line. He shot 4 free throws, man. Like, when's the last time we seen that? Like, yeah, I was just very happy with the way he played. And hearing Billy say that just kind of validated it for me. And that's why it was just really cool to hear, man.
They know what's going on.
Yeah, I believe, listen,
Yeah.
that showed me. Like, we know what's up, and we know what we've been trying to tell him and get him to do for a while now. But some of it may also play into what you have been saying, Will, that he hasn't had a lot of time out there on the floor because of the injury. So he may be getting himself ramped up and cool to that point. Maybe he's getting more comfortable with his body and trusting his own body because he's dealt with so many injuries and things like that. Whatever it is, more. We just want more of it, Pat, because we see it, man. We just want more. No excuses, Tor. You own it right now, man. Your stop at Madison Square Garden, you rock the house. You rock that house tonight, bro. Let's see what you're doing when you go over to Cleveland, where the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is. Let's see how you do.
What the Quav in the comments said, we need to watch P. Will's ass forecast. Will it have a spark under it or not?
I don't even want to see that graphic.
No, we don't need that one.
We don't need that.
Don't need that one. Katie, do we have any other super chats we didn't get to that we got to knock out before we get out of here?
Yeah, we sure do.
Oh,
You guys read the one from the Shirtless Wonder.
that's correct.
Skip that one.
Victory lights on the balcony.
Yeah, we got Joe Mama
Joe
back
Mama,
in the chat with us
Shout
today. You
who
love to
said
see
they
it.
invested in a TV antenna today.
Mm.
Bulls were up 20, then the Bulls were down 2, then Hart fouled Kobe's hair. There you go,
There it
Coach.
is.
And Brunson toilet bowled and almost win. Investment paid off. Bulls win. Appreciate the $10 Joe Mama super chat.
Mhm.
Yeah, investment paid off. And also that was other news today is that they're going to launch that direct to consumer streaming app on Friday.
Yeah.
CHSN is.
Yeah.
So they also, I think, are making it complimentary if you're a Bulls season ticket holder
Mhm.
for this entire 24-25 season. They're doing the same thing for Blackhawks season ticket holders.
Mhm.
But so there is another option there. But shout out to the antenna people. We
Just
live
in
in
time for the
antenna life
tournament.
for a while here at the studio.
We did.
We are still occasionally when needed, but now we also got the Fubos.
Mm-hmm.
So, however you need to do it. Shout out to our guy Lars, who also threw us a $4.99 super chat. Was there any comment attached to that? Just
Toss it in.
No, you got one more that I just want to make sure we get to as well. Mr. Triz here saying, it seems like Pat has gotten faster getting off his 3 this season.
Oh, shout out to Mr. Triz for the super chat. Do you guys think Pat's 3-point release has gotten faster? Because if so, by a hair.
I do think it's gotten a little bit faster, but not like
Not where I would like it to
meaningfully,
Yeah.
not to where it like changes who he is as an off-ball shooter. But like, I do think it looks a little bit sped up.
Half
Yeah.
a second, sure.
It would be nice. Speaking of which, there was that great spot that Goat saw Bulls shooting coach Peter Patton So what was that? Was that after the really tough LaVine and one down the
Yeah,
paint?
he got the block and then ran out
the
and
block and then the finish. And then Peter Pan was doing a little like LaVine like Euro step dance on the bench. Fantastic.
That was
Now
cool.
teach Pat how to shoot faster.
Yes, get that going.
Lars sent us the message they meant to send the first time. So
Oh, what's that?
Here's that. They say, oops, forgot to type a message. My super chat was for Chuck calling a great game. Listen to the radio sometimes, y'all nice and fall eating. Look, his bobblehead is on the table.
The Swirsky. That's one of those talking bobbleheads.
It is.
Right?
Yes, it is.
that was hand delivered by Chuck himself
Sure was.
Are you serious?
When we
Yeah.
had him on the show, absolutely.
Well, that's fantastic.
Mhm.
Wait, where's the button?
on the
think it's
bottom, I think.
No.
I want to hear Chuck.
I want to hear. Oh, I see it. Gotta hold that. Oh yeah, that's classic Chuck.
Classic Chuck.
Classic Chuck.
Oh.
After a three, he
dude,
says,
dude, how about that? Did you see on the broadcast the photo of Weddington and Amin and they're matching
Yes.
red and black flannels?
Shout out to them.
I had
man.
so much FOMO looking at that picture. I was like, guys,
Look at
wait
it.
for me.
I got one.
You gotta learn Photoshop.
And I would have been like the perfect medium-sized Russian doll in their photo.
Yeah,
A normal-sized person.
If you tune in to Friday's Watch Along, I will have that Photoshop of Matt.
There you go.
Joe Mama threw us another $10 super chat. Appreciate you. Saying
Appreciate
P.
that.
Will has frustrated us fans with talk of chicken parm. The chicken parm days.
The chicken.
Those were the
parm.
earliest days of CHGO.
Yeah, I remember.
Missed dunks, 0 rebound nights. We hope that eventually game slows down and he performs as a fourth pick. I mean, appreciate the super chat, and I think overall a good take on Pat. The fourth pick thing, Bulls fans have got to throw out the window. We just do. It's gone. It's over. That's where he was picked. We just need to figure out how best to make Pat a part of this new young core that they're building.
It's a great way to put it. Yeah, we're not looking for him to be like just a superstar or even a star like that. We just want him to be, as Will keeps saying, a good role player on this team, that 3-and-D guy. Like, for me, that's what I want this season. I wasn't asking for the world. You know what I mean? Like, so, yeah. 10 points, 12 points, just it's about the consistency for me with Patrick Williams. And it's about the aggression with Patrick Williams. So what I saw tonight, even if I don't get it in points, if I get it in mentality in the next game, I'll be happy and fine with that kind of performance from Patrick.
yeah. But even if you get 15 and 5, like
I'm
that's
cool with that.
he's outperforming his contract at that point.
That's
Like,
that's the consistency. I'm
that's the
talking about.
consistency of it. Yeah, for sure. I mean, but like if this is like on the high end of average, if this is like the the higher end of the standard deviation, then like you're really happy with that.
Yeah, true.
Because like this was a very good Pack game.
Yeah,
for sure.
Agreed.
Our guy Adrian threw us a comment, a super chat, I should say, for $10, saying people are gonna panic, but there's no pick decisions being made right now. Pistons are in the playoffs. The Bucks are in last in the East. Trades average the deadline. I think we should be okay. Thank you, Adrian.
I don't
I
disagree. I've been saying
needed
this.
a dose of that. The Bulls are 5-7 right now.
5-7.
That is
Off
far.
to a better start than last year.
Oh my God, they were 5-14
They
out
were
of the
5
gate
and
last
14
year.
out of the gate last
They
year.
were.
Can
They
they
have to
be
lose
fi-
7 in a row.
Can
in
they
order
be
to match
5-14
that.
again?
Crazy.
5-14 still ended up.
Oh my God! Whatever the Bulls are trying to accomplish, they do the opposite. Great, fantastic.
The Knicks suck.
Yes, they do. You know what doesn't suck though? Quick shout out to our friends over there at the ALLCITY's All NBA Pod. Y'all should give that a listen if you haven't put it into your podcasting and YouTube show rotations. We have had Legler and Stein on over the last week or so. Tune in to the All NBA Pod, the daily live show featuring Adam Aras, our guy from DNVR, and the best basketball analyst in the world, one and only, Tim Legler,
We
playing
know
against
him.
MJ in the playoffs.
We know him.
That's right. They're back for season 2. More excited than ever to be breaking down the games with a level of detail you won't find anywhere else.
No.
Every show, Legs and Adam break down the key moments, takeaways, and storylines surrounding all the games across the NBA. And they've added Mark Stein to the roster this season. Stein will be joining the show weekly to share insights from behind the scenes and around the association. Tune in live on their YouTube channel, the All NBA Podcast, with new episodes 4 times a week. And you can subscribe and listen wherever you get your pods. Do it up. And then after you do that, sign up to become a CHGO diehard if you aren't already. The perks, the discounts, the best of the best when it comes to GOATs reporting and all of our other reporters. You know what to do. That's it for tonight. Bulls are off tomorrow. Travel day, I'm guessing, as they head to Cleveland for that second half of the twice in 1 week Cleveland battle.
Definitely not vacation.
No one goes there on vacation.
That's what I've been told.
One of the most intelligent, gorgeous humans in the world told me that one time. I've got a shirt that says it.
Got a shirt that says, I'm about to say.
I got a shirt of me wearing that shirt with said gorgeous and very, very intelligent human.
You showed him that shirt.
I did. Showed it to his face.
Yeah. He touched that shirt.
I joking. All right. Bulls Cast Part 2 on Friday. Live watch along here on our CHGO Sports YouTube channel presented by Coors Light. Come hang out with us on your Friday night. We'll be here. Your fellow Bulls fans will be in the chat. Mm-hmm. We'll have some fun watching the Bulls try to get revenge on the Cavs. In the meantime, Will the GOAT, Will _Gottlieb.
That's him.
Shout out to the Quaff. Big Day Bow. BAWL Sports. I'm Bulls _Peck. We are CHGO _Bulls. Shout out to also, of course, the queen of the controls, the one and only Katie Duffy, who Grammy winner is just waiting to come out. We're gonna get that Empire.
No.
We're it's happening.
No.
Oh, it's happening.
It's happening.
It's happening.
Meanwhile, CJRT said, "What's a Cleveland?" Appreciate all of you guys for hanging out with us in the comments tonight. Appreciate the super chats. Appreciate all of the chats. Appreciate the likes. If you didn't do it yet, now's your chance.
Yeah.
Hit that like button on your way out. We will talk to you guys on Friday. Live watch along presented by Coors Light, Bulls, Cavs. See you then. See you, be good.
Appreciate you, New York. Knicks suck. Peace and love.
It's dark.
We all silly like the mayor.